All right, just gone 6:15 on this Thursday morning. Today is Nelson Mandela Day. It's a day which asks all of us to take action, to inspire change, make every day a Mandela Day. So this morning we cross live to the District 6 Museum in Cape Town, and Sakina's there. They've got a range of guests, and they're going to be talking through many issues throughout the legacy of Mandela. But let's go to Sakina now, and she'll take us through the program. Good morning to you, Sakina.
Well, good morning, Leanne, and coming to you, of course, from the mother city, and it's a beautiful morning in typical Cape Town attire, decked out this morning. A bit of a drizzle out, but it is beautiful all the same. And we're coming to you live this morning from the District 6 Museum. And this is, of course, International Mandela Day, a day proclaimed by the United Nations. And it's a day that I think most of us try to get in touch with our inner Mandela, the Mandela that is of reconciliation, the Mandela of goodwill, the Mandela of trying to establish a better nation, a rainbow nation, as some would say, while others would say that is a fallacy that we are still struggling with. So today, coming to you from the District 6 Museum, we're going to use this as a microcosm to look at the broader South African situation in addressing three very important touch points with regard to reconciliation, also the land question, land redistribution and restitution, and of course talking to these subjects with us, our guests, invited guests here this morning, young and perhaps not so young, but getting in touch with the real issues of what happened here in District 6. And it's not just District 6, because this is also the story of Sophia Town, it's the story of Dimbaza, it's the story of Southend, it's the story of so many other South African communities, and we're going to use this to try and address all of those issues that we as South Africans face today. So with me right now as our host this morning here at the District 6 Museum is Bonita Bennett, who is of course the director here at the District 6 Museum. Thanks first and foremost, Bonita, for hosting us here at this historic and very beautiful venue. But this is of course, it's replete with the history of District 6, what was the 6th district of the city of Cape Town. But tell us about, what this means today, not just for those who came from here, who were forcibly removed from here, but for the younger generation, some of them amongst us here today. What is it that this place seeks to do?
Oh, good morning, Sakina, and thanks for the invitation. Yes, I'd like to think of us as being inside a big memory box of the community, a memory box that consists of people's stories, their artifacts, the kind of bits and pieces of their lives that they kept when they were forcibly removed from District 6. And these bits and pieces of their lives really tell a statement that we lived here, we were here. This is the material evidence that we were here. And it also is a statement about the right to make a claim to the land and to return as part of restitution.
And of course, we went through the whole TRC process as a nation, and we've had the land claims process also for many years now, but it would seem as though progress is rather slow. So as District 6 and of course the claimants from this particular area, how would you describe what has happened over the past 25 years?
I think, like most people, there was the euphoria of the new South Africa. There was the great excitement of what was happening, and everyone joining hands and trying to make things work. But I think what's happened since then, you mentioned the TRC, you mentioned the Land Restitution Act. I think what's happened was the nuts and bolts, the bits and pieces of people's lives were not attended to. The trauma of the past and what was needed to actually heal the nation didn't translate well into people's lives from the legislation. And so many people will speak about the wonderful beginning that the TRC was, but it was beginning, and there's a lot of unfinished business. There's a lot of unfinished and untold stories, and linked to the stories, it's not just as simple as you tell your story and you are healed. And organizations like the District 6 Museum and others like ourselves, we continue to take those stories into some kind of practical way of healing. And I think that's the example that we want to be, both to the city of Cape Town, to the country, to the nation, about what it takes actually to heal a nation. So we really want to be part of that movement, and not only thinking about it on Mandela Day. And I like the fact that you spoke about the inner Mandela. We're always trying to channel the inner Mandela through the work that we do with education, with young people, with our elders as well, and looking at how the past really does matter and how it inspires us to be better people and a better nation.
Well, that's our first crossing here to you from the District 6 Museum, and we are going to have a vibrant discussion about all the issues at play here, and we'll be doing that throughout the morning. But of course, for now, I'm going to hand you back to Valen in studio with the latest sport.